Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So as you can see, we're mixing up some resin, but I thought while I'm mixing up, I'll tell you what we are going to do today. So I am going to make a chest set along with the pieces. I have all the pieces in here. These are the 3D molds. We'll leave a link to them. I got these off Amazon, along with these holders in which they hold so they're not going to go anywhere. So we're going to pour them today, and then I'm going to do the big mat tomorrow, just because I'm going to use my heat mat. So this is going to be sort of a couple of parts. Well, it's going to all be in one video, but I'm not doing everything in one go. Now what I want to do is I wanted to have one set green with glitter and the other set silver. So that's what I'm wanting to do today. So I'm just using my electric mixer to mix this up. I have mixed up 6 ounces, yeah, 6 ounces, which is around 190-200 mils. So that's how much is in here, and I'm just getting it nicely mixed. So I've got about another minute or so to mix. So what I'll do is I'll do this off camera, just so you don't have to sit and watch, but I'm waiting for all those strings to go. Once that's done, we'll come back and we'll get these mixed and poured. Right, okay, that is all mixed. Let's put that off to the side. Let me just get another tub. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour half of this in here. I'm not sure how much this is going to take to do, so like I said, I've only started off. So yeah, so there's about 3 ounces in here. Now I've got some green. This is JG4 and it's a Spectrum Noir. It's for their refill. Right, and I put 10 drops in, so I've done that just in case I need to mix the other lot up, so we know how much I put in at a time. So I'm going to mix this up, and then I also have some green glitter. I'm going to put quite a bit in there, quite a chunk of glitter in, and then we're just going to mix that up. Okay, and just like this. Right, and get that nicely mixed up. So we want it all mixed up together. Now I've got a feeling that the glitter's going to end up falling, so I do have some clear glitter. It's just whether or not I know where I put it. Not clear glitter, sorry, glue, because that seems to be, oh sorry, just getting my box down, that seems to be the key. And no, it's not in my box of adhesive, so of course, why would it be in there? Why would I put anything where it needs to be? Right, okay, so not sure now what I'm going to do, because I don't know where it is. Do you know what, I'm just going to put more glitter in and hope that we have a lot in, where it sort of stays suspended. So fingers crossed. Okay, so I can tell you, because I know my daughter will not watch this, but this is actually for my daughter for Christmas. She loves green. Green is her favourite colour, and she loves slithering. So I've gone with green and with silver for the chest pieces, and that's the colour I'm going to do on the board as well. So I think she's going to love, absolutely love this. Right, we've got that done. Now I'm going to grab some rubbing alcohol, and we're going to spray in all of these. You shouldn't really do it because it can ruin your molds. However, I just don't want to risk there being holes in. So we're just going to push this in, and thankfully we're in a stand. Just give that a bit of a squeeze and then fill that up. I don't mind if I have to do a little bit of trimming. That is completely fine. Okay, and then again, make sure we get down in there. Give that a squeeze, get rid of any bubbles, and then fill it up. Okay, squeeze again. Yep, there was a bubble in there. Okay, that's looking good. Right, there we go. So we're going to do that to all of these. Like I say, you need to be careful because, do you know what, let's pick it out. What piece is this? Oh, this is a knight. So making sure we've got it in there. Sorry, not a knight, a castle. Honestly, get it right. So as you can see, bubbles come out as you squeeze it. I am making a really big mess of this, but that is fine. Now if I've got any of this left over, I don't think I will, but we'll do it so that we pour the thing tonight as well, the mat. Right, so this is our queen. So just going to make sure we get all the air bubbles out and then fill that up. Okay, I think this is going to be a lovely set. I really do. Oh, dropping my inks. So again, squeeze that, get all those air bubbles out. We do not want any air bubbles if possible. So we're just going to part. Now what I'm going to do with the other set is I'm just going to have clear and silver. So I'll probably do the same again, put loads and loads of extra glitter in and hope that we don't get as much, like it doesn't settle. I have a feeling they are going to settle, but I'm hoping that I've put enough glitter in where it won't be too bad. Because if we have, like, say maybe a couple of mil, like 5 mil at the bottom of just the green resin, then that'll still look quite nice. It'll look like I've done it. So I'm hoping that by doing it this way, what I'm going to do, just to speed it up, because I'm just aware that my mat is on, I'm just going to pour a little bit in each one. Okay, and then we're going to go underneath and squeeze them all. I've got a feeling we might not have enough actually. Although, right, okay. So I've done that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go underneath, oh, pull that out, all of these. I mean, that one hasn't even gone through it all. There we go. Okay. Again, making sure that, so that hasn't gone in either. So just give it a good squeeze and get all of that resin down in the bottom. So that's all I'm pretty much going to do. And I'm going to do it with the other one as well. So I think I'll pop you on fast forward while I do this, because it's just going to be repetitive. Feel free, if you don't want to watch it, to you know, fast forward this section and then go on to the reveal. So the knight is, I have to be careful because it goes under there. So yeah, when I come on to doing, if I decide that I'm going to do the board as well tonight, then what I will do is I'll come back and I'll talk you through it. Okay, this one needs a bit of a helping hand because it just doesn't want to go in there. Okay, and really squeeze that and go. And I'm just taking my time. I do have, well, you do have about 40-minute work time on the epoxy resin. However, I have got my heat mat on, so whether that shortens it, I do not know. But I've got the heat mat on for another project that I was doing, so I've just taken it off. Yeah. Right, I can't remember if I got that one out. I did. Did we do this one? We did. Right, okay, so all I need to do now is just going to pop any bubbles that are on the top there. I will spray them, but all I'm going to do now is just fill these now all the way to the top. Like I say, hopefully we have enough, but I've got a feeling we're not going to. So I may need to make a little bit more resin. Yeah, we are. I had a feeling. So I reckon these all take around 4 ounces. I reckon I need 1 more ounce. I don't know if you can hear that, is the birds outside. I love hearing the birds. You can definitely tell spring is with us. Actually, I would even go as far as saying we only need about ½ an ounce. So I'm just going to pour a bit of that in. Let's put some of this in. And I'm just going to put 4 drops in. And let's mix that up. Okay. And then a bunch of glitter. Okay, just like that. And hopefully that is enough. Right, okay. So let's get the rest of these poured. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have used, yeah, so it's 3½ ounces. I am going to have to make 1 more ounce up to do the other set. I do have a little bit left. Oh, and I'm just going to spill that everywhere. Okay. Right, we'll look for an extra to do with them. So move that over a second. Now we're going to go on to this one. And in here, we're just going to dump lots and lots of silver glitter. And when I say lots, I mean lots, because I don't want there to be much clear left in, if that makes any sense, because the glitter, that one's too short, the glitter will float down to the bottom, so it's not what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to fill, if I could find my clear glue, if I have any idea where, oh, do you know what I think I've done? Put way too much glitter in there. That's way too much. So I do need to make up another ounce. 1 second. Right, okay, sorry about that. That was my daughter's friend. He brought her home today, which was really, really nice. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going to make up another, so it looks like I'm going to be making 2 ounces, because I've totally not did that right, because that is too thick. Yeah, just under. So making about 1½ ounces up of resin. So what I'm going to do is we are going to stir this and get that nicely mixed in together, and then I'm going to mix it in with the silver glitter, just like this. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. Now I've made an absolute mess of that, but that is fine, because what I will do is I'll come in and do just a touch of sanding. I'm wondering actually if, because a couple of them have just a bit too much in, just to make my life easier. So that one's got a bit too much in, whereas that one didn't have enough. So, I mean, I always make a mess. You guys know me by now. I do make a mess. I'm not very tidy, but I'm hoping those bits, like scraggly bits that are going to be on the edge, they'll be really easy. I can just break them off and then give it a light sand. That is the plan. I've just seen one there that hasn't got enough in. So we will do that as well. Actually, I'll do it now before I forget, because we do have just a touch left of this. Okay, I don't know whether they need to be domed at all. So I don't know. This is going to be a tester for us all. Right, okay. So I'm going to mix this in with that glitter, but I definitely did put way too much glitter in. I'm going to stir this for a good 5 minutes because I know that that wasn't in, and as I have recently discovered, as you guys will have done as well if you saw my embellishment box, if you do not mix it properly, you do not get the right quantities, then what can happen is it can become brittle. So you learn something, and this is why I love doing things and you know, love experimenting, and yeah, because it really does help me know more about the product, which I'm all for learning. And that is so hard to stir, but that is so much better, so I think we should be good. So let's give this a really good stir. So yeah, Kate is home for the weekend, but she's home to spend time with her daddy, so I thought I'd come down here and make her a Christmas present. I know that we're only in April, guys, although this will be going up June by the time I've got it edited and got everything done. But I like to be prepared, and when Kate and I went to London last year, we actually went to a little shop just that had a chess set outside with chairs, and you could just sit down. It was like a game shop. It was just down from the Sherlock Holmes Museum, which we'd been, and we just sat in the street playing chess, and it was such a lovely thing. So I thought, what better than to make Kate her own bespoke chess set using Slytherin colours. So I know she's just going to love this. Right, okay. I don't know if that's a good 5 minutes, but it really hurts my hands. I think I need an even longer stick than that to do this with, because it is hurting my hands. So I've just got 2 of these ones. There we go. Because I think I've got another minute left of getting this stirred properly. So yeah, make sure to get those sides, scrape along the bottom. You want to get all of that mixed in perfectly well. Okay, so lots of silver glitter in this one. I am just going to spray in my molds to help that get down. I'm going to spray the top of there as well, just to get rid of any bubbles that's on there. And then yeah, let's get pouring. Let's do the same thing. I feel like I need a cup. Right, I'm just going to leave that on there. When I say I need a cup, I mean a yeah, a cardboard one, because I can bend it, the snout. Okay, so just like that. And what I'm going to do is basically fill all up with just a little bit, like so. And then we'll go around, pinch them all, and then top them up and see if that's a bit yeah, neater than the other one. I'm gonna say no, because this is coming out rather fast. So there we go, and then that one. So just putting a little bit in. Now we should definitely have enough, because that one took 3.5 ounces and it's the same set. So okay, right, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to lift them out one by one. I'm going to give it a good squeeze and then drop it back in, and we're going to do that all the way around. Get that in like that, and we're just going to go for it. Okay, so that one, it's all needs to go down. Lots of holes in it. There we go. Or bubbles, should I say. Oh, that one's actually nearly full. Okay. And then this one. It's one of the rooks. So yeah, I just thought this would be such a lovely little gift idea for Kate. I'm going to have to think about how to box it. I think I might end up just ordering a 12 by 12 packaging box and do that. Okay, that's our king. So he's got a bit of a bubble. There we go. I can't remember if I did this one, but if I have, oh well, we'll do it again. No, we haven't, because it is a knight. Okay. Another rook. Okay, one of these. Again, just giving it a good squish. Can't remember if I did this or not. Oh, isn't that lucky? Because I was going to actually. I thought I'd done this one, so I'm quite glad that I picked that out. That one's got very little left in it, so that'll need to be taken out and given another squish. Okay, and then this one. Okay, put you back in. Right, okay, now that we've done that, let's get them all poured up. Right, I do want to take this one and give it another squish before I fill them up, just because I don't want there to be any bubbles in there at all. There we go. Right, okay, so let's get this filled up. So there's 1, 2, okay, and I do have more if we run out, which is awesome. So the key is to go quite slow with this. Okay, and then that one. Oh, I think this is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous chess set. Okay. Right, I do need some more. Right, so I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to pour it in here. Okay. And then continue to fill it up. There we go. Oh, way too much in that one. There we go, take a bit out. There we are. Right, okay. Nearly done, guys. Now, looking at this, I think I might actually have enough silver for the board. So let's have a look. I mean, I can start it. We can always make more. Okay. Right. Scrape that down. There we go. Okay, so that's them two done. Right, let's move that out the way. And what I'm going to do is just move this onto my table, because I want the board. Okay, so with the board, I think I'm just going to pour some silver. That is it. I'm not going to do any other pouring. And then the final coat, I think I'm going to do that all as green. So that's what I'm thinking. Oh, how have you moved? Right, over there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, in each square, I'm just going to do, well, not each square, but every other square, we're just going to put a bunch of epoxy like this. There we go. And then try not get it over. So it's 2 little scoops. Oh, I'm sure I said I was going to put you on speed up, and I've just realised I didn't. We did it all together. Oh well, I do apologise, guys. Okay, I think sometimes you just get so carried away, don't you, that you don't realise what you're doing. Okay, I do need to do a bit of clean up. Now I'm hoping we've got enough, but we'll have a look. So I'm just going to pop a dollop on each one, like this. Like I say, there is going to have to be clean up. Okay. Goodness me, I'm so messy. As you can see, it is going everywhere because that's how messy I am. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to make up maybe another ounce. Might not even need that much. Oh my goodness, Dawn. Okay, yeah, this is seriously going everywhere. Oh, and did it again. Oh my goodness. What on earth are you playing at? Right. Oh dear. Right, I will clean this all up, by the way, guys, before it sets, because the last thing I want to do is, yeah, leave all that. I mean, technically, I could leave those little spills. Yeah, those spills could stay, and then once this is all set, I could peel them off, but I don't want to risk peeling off any of these silver ones. So, which is why I'll be cleaning it up. So I'll get some little bits and bobs to do that with. Now, again, just going all the way around. So I think this is going to take quite a while. So what I'll do this off camera, and then I'll come back when everything has set, and we'll do our final coat of this. And I'm going to use the green with the green glitter, and we'll just fill the whole thing up, and just go from there. But how cool is it having your own bespoke chess set? But I mean, the board, once you've done the board, there's so much you can do with it. You could play checkers, you could even make your own snakes and ladders game if you wanted to. Yeah, there's lots that you could do. Okay, or is it called drafts? I think it's the same thing, isn't it? Please don't quote me on that, because I have no idea. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going. I will catch you guys when this is all done and all set. Like I said, there's nothing more really to show you other than doing the rest of it, and I will catch you when it's time to pour the next bit. Right, okay, it's the next day, and what I'm going to do, this is all set, is I'm just getting some sellotape and all of the blank squares. I'm just going to pop my sellotape in just to get rid of any glitter. Now I've got a feeling I'm not going to get it all, but I am going to try. And I think this is just a really good trick of cleaning up your silicone molds when yeah, when you're about to pour them. Now I need to be careful because I don't want to lift up any of the silver squares, basically because we don't want to break that seal. So I have got my resin ready to be mixed. It's just in there. I haven't mixed it yet. I'm just waiting for this one to sort of drop down to the bottom. Hoping there's going to be enough, but as long as I get all the squares done, that's fine, because I can always do a final coat on top. So it is clearing it up nicely. I like to say, just popping this tape on just to get off that extra glitter that we don't want. I mean, we're going to be putting green glitter in, but I don't want any of this on like any of the squares, so that's what we're sort of doing here. Got a few more to do, so what I'll do is I'll do that off camera. I'm going to get the resin mix. I'll come back for the pour. I'm literally just going to add the same stuff in, so the green ink and the green glitter like we did with these. I'll mould everything together, so I'm just going to leave those ones as they are. I'm not in any rush to move them. If I only had one set, then I would have to do it and put them in, but I think I've got a lot of filing down to do, so I do think that with these you do not need to dome them, which I have done because I wasn't sure, so, but it's an easy fix. It just gives me a lot of work, and this is my first sort of set doing it as well. I am planning on doing a few more, hopefully. I just think they're going to make really nice gifts. Now this one has got glitter all down there, so let's see if we can get that off. It's sort of wanting to come. A little bit more, and it is just perseverance with it as well. Oh, I've broke the seal on that one. Hopefully, fingers crossed guys, that's not going to be bad. That's what I didn't want to do. This is what I get for being so messy when I craft. Right, okay, so a couple of places left to do, and then I've got my heat mat on so that it will cure quite quickly. Right, okay, I think if there's loose strands now, there's not much I can do about that. Okay, so let's get this mixed. I do need my gloves on, so I am going to pop some gloves on, and then I need a stick to stir. So there's one. Need to grab my glitter. Got the ink just off to the side of me. So there's the glitter. Now I want a lollipop stick. Right, okay, this has all gone down to the bottom now, so that can be finished poured in. So I just used the left of the, like what was left. So yeah. Okay. Right. So let's get this mixed up. Like I said, as long as I get, I'm going to move that because they're all set. So let's move that over. There we go. I'm just going to mix this up. So about 5 minutes. Okay. And then I'm going to add the colours, so I'll do that and then I'll be back. Right then, let's get this poured. So I have mixed it up, so we've used the green alcohol ink and I've used loads of glitters just so that it's in keeping with what we've already done. So all I'm going to do is, it doesn't matter if we go over, is make sure that we've got some green on every square, hopefully. I think I'm going to have to do another coat of resin, so I'm just going to get that into every square because that's the main thing. And I'm thinking I might do a black background actually, so make sure everywhere is covered. I just sort of poured it on, didn't I? But I think when you're doing the second colour, if you're doing it like I have, then you can actually do what I've done and just pour it on. So this project is going to take up a lot of resin, just so that you are aware if you're going to do it. So I've used 16 ounces so far, and I reckon I'll need another maybe 5 ounces to I mean, that's just running lovely. Just gonna sort of move it into all of those areas that we need it in, and because the heat mat's on, it's now flowing like water, which is lovely. So again, I'm just making sure we've got every bit that needs to be covered is covered. Okay, right, let's get that in there. Now the only thing is, it sort of doesn't seem to be quite straight, so I'm just gonna go around. Oh, I've got some over the edge there, that's fine. I'm just making sure that we have got it all covered. Oh, over the edge there. I'm very tempted, you know, just to push it. Yeah, let's push it over the edge. Like I said, I'm very tempted to, because my daughter absolutely loves green. Green is her favourite colour. Oh. And then I'll do a final coat of probably black, I'm thinking, or I might even just do like a green mica. So just pushing all of that extra over like so, and I'm going to leave this for quite a few hours. Now the only thing that's sort of going to worry me is, like, I need this to sort of be pushed down, just because it's not sitting straight, even though my bench is straight, that I do know, because we do use a spirit level when doing it. So sorry for any banging, that is my husband, he's just fixing our decking, and I had no idea he was coming out to do it. So right, okay, I'm just going to sit and babysit this for a while, make sure that this colour is put where it needs to be till it sets. Like I said, at the minute it's a bit like water, so we're just going to babysit it, and then I'll come back when this is set, and what we'll do is we're going to put another coat on. Probably, I am thinking black. I think black would be lovely. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you when we put our final coat on.
complicated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss now
Okay, so you will have seen I have moulded all of these bits, and you will have seen that a couple of the prawns, I used to call them prawns, but they're not, the prawns. Anyway, oh my goodness, yeah, had snapped and broken, and what it was, I hadn't made sure that resin got all the way through, so it was sort of like in two bits. So I have redone them. I'm not going to mould them today because I want to keep them to set completely fully. This one is definitely set fully, but yeah, these are a little bit soft as well. But we can definitely unmold that. However, we can unmold this, which is our board. So I'm so excited, so excited. I mean, look at that. Oh, I think she's gonna absolutely love this. I'm hoping I did a really good job on it, because yeah, you just never know with these things until you unmold them, but I think I can safely say that that is definitely a good job. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. Oh, I cannot wait to play chess with her. So I can only set up what I've already made, and oh, they go there. Let's see if I can remember where everything goes. This goes there. Now the queen always goes on the dark one, and I do know that. Oh, wrong side. So apart from, yeah, queen always goes on the light. Is it the light or the dark? I don't know, it's one of them. Okay, oh, we haven't got one for the green, because I unmolded her way too early. It's one of the reasons why I don't want to unmold them, is she bent over and didn't look very good. So that's oh no, there we go. That one goes in there, that one goes there, that one goes there, and that one goes there. So they're all done. But how amazing does that look? Like I say, there is a couple missing, but I'm not going to wait and show you them, just because of, yeah, it's going to be another full day. But I just thought I'd show you with what was ready. I'm hoping as well, so here they are. I am really hoping that the green works perfectly, but they are still just a little bit soft. I didn't put them on the heat mat, so they will go, they will go on here like that. So we do have them. I don't know, I didn't unmold them yet. So if you want to pretend that that's them done, there we go. They're gonna, oh my goodness, it is so cool. I'm gonna have to think of a way of yeah, packaging it up for her. Anyway, so that is that all finished and looking fabulous. Oh, I'm pleased. I hope you've enjoyed this video and seen it come together, and seeing how, you know, I've made it. I definitely want to do more. I'm very inspired now to create a Gryffindor, a Hufflepuff and a Ravenclaw one now. So you never know, they might be coming soon on the channel. It does take around 20 ounces, which is 750 mils of resin to create this, and that is not filling the board up completely, by the way. So it takes a lot of resin if you are going to do this, but I'm so pleased with it. So pleased, and it is definitely going to be the perfect gift for my daughter. So I will quickly, because we did have a couple of extras, I'm just going to get rid of these, and then I'm just going to, because the board is still soft, let's move these. So I'm just going to pop it back. Actually, we'll do it that way. I'm just going to pop it on there for it to set, and then it'll be good to go. Right, okay, where was the extra? And then this was a little doggy that I did extra, which I've just got these dog molds in. I want to say it's a little French bulldog, but I can't. Oh no, it's a little English bulldog. I think they're more for candles, but yeah, this one's still soft as well. So it's because it's cold here. No, it isn't. It's a little French bulldog. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. So I wonder if he's going to droop as well. I hope not. But he is still soft, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah. But like I said, the resin is just taking that little bit longer to like to set, just because we have got -10. Well, we've got, oh, I don't know if you can see, it's got holographic on it. That is gorgeous. So yeah, really, really nice. I'm just gonna leave them there. I have to unmold them, I'm impatient. I'm not going to go with the chest pieces because, yeah, there we go. So those are my little extras. Hopefully he will be fine. I might go and put him in the sun because it's really warm where the sun is, and hopefully he'll be fine. And then I'm just going to trim around these, and yeah, they're ready to do something with. But they're glittery and they've got holographic on. How cool is that? But it's probably the perfect time for me to do this. It is a bit soft, I'm not going to lie. However, I won't have to use any UV resin around the edges because it's still soft. Oh, a bit too much there, but never mind. Just this bit. Okay. There we are. Right. Okay, so that is it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the chest set come together. I've absolutely loved making it, and I think my daughter is going to absolutely love it for Christmas. So this is one of her Christmas presents. I know we're only in like June and I'm already talking about Christmas, but if you're making presents for Christmas, now is the time to start, because then you've got plenty of time, and if anything goes wrong, then it doesn't matter because you've got plenty of time to sort it. So this has taken me about a week to do. Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful. I cannot believe how well this has worked out. She's honestly, she's gonna absolutely love it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and I'll catch you guys in the next video very soon. But until then, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.